Welcome back, everyone. So, today we are going to talk about an interesting thing that I have seen to a couple of developers that whenever they have received some requirement, they have just created a class. Inside that class, they have created a function like public, whatever the return type, function name, and then curly braces started, and the whatever the implementation or the function implementation they are starting. Okay, this is actually the bad thing the currently the developer are doing. What we need to do whenever we are designing a function, you need to think about that. Always keep a minimal visibility of your function. Okay, whenever you will create a particular function, always create that function as a private. After the implementation of complete that particular function, after you have completed the implementation of that particular function, then you can think about that. Okay, this function is required only inside inside particular this class, or do we need this function implementation we have to use outside of this particular class scope? If yes, then only you have to increase the visibility by making that function as a public. Otherwise, you have to keep your function as a private. Okay. And let me just tell you another kind of thing, that whenever you are extracting a couple of piece of code from a function using a IDE, by refactoring that, then the IDE itself creating that function as a private. IDE is also following this kind of things, that making a extracted code into a method as a private method. Why we need to do this? Okay, the biggest advantage of by doing this approach is that you can reduce the number of bugs. Okay, that you have minimize the visibility of function, so that outside people cannot use that particular function. That function will be used by another public function which is you have defined in that particular class. Okay, once you follow this kind of things, always, then your number of bugs will be reduced in your application. Okay, the key takeaway from this video is that always in the starting of the function, you have to create a function as a private. After that, if we need that function to use outside of that class, make it public. Otherwise, keep it as a private. Okay, yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you so much.